Hi everyone. Today we're going to be doing this algebraic problem which consists of exponents. So in this problem we've been given that 27 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x divided by 9 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x gives you 82. And over here we've been told to find the value of x. So if you'd like to, you can go ahead and try solving this problem on your own before we start discussing the solution. So let's get started. 27 to the power of x can also be written as 3 to the power of x times 9 to the power of x. And we're going to write out, we're going to do the same thing for the 9 to the power of x on the bottom. And we're going to write it out as 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x. And this gives us 82. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a common factor in both of these, on both the numerator and the denominator, and it's going to be 3 to the power of x. So writing out the top, the numerator, it will be 9 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x. And we're going to divide this by, we're going to take 3 to the power of x as a common factor on the bottom too, on the denominator too, and we're going to write it out as 3 to the power of x minus 1. So now if you look closely, the 3 to the power of x and both the 3 to the power of x cancels out. So we've been left with 9 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x divided by 3 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x gives us 82. So now we're going to write this out as, we're going to focus on the numerator of this fraction now. So we have 9 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x. So we're going to rewrite 9 as 3 squared. So 3 squared to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x. So our fraction is now this. Now, if you are familiar with exponents, you would know this rule that a raised to the power m raised to the power n is the same thing as a raised to the power mn, which is also the same thing as a raised to the power n raised to the power m. So we are going to make use of this rule over here, and we are going to apply this rule on our 3 squared to the power of x. And we're going to write it out as 3 raised to the power of 2x. And since 1 raised to the power to any power is the same thing, so we're going to write that out as 1 raised to the power of 2x. So this is our fraction now. And if you notice, we've been given 3 to the power of 2x minus 1 to the power of 2x. And they're both raised to the power of 2x. So if you are familiar with, so this has been given in the form of a squared minus b squared. And a squared minus b squared, there is another rule for a squared minus b squared, and that is, we can also write this down as a plus b times a minus b. So we are going to write out that term in this form. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to write this out as 3 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x plus 1 to the power of x. And our fraction is this. Now, again, if you look closely, the 3 to the power of x minus 1 to the power of x, they both cancel out on the numerator and the denominator. So now we're left with 3 to the power of x plus 1 to the power of x, which is the same thing as 1, and this gives us 82. So now this is a normal equation, and it is pretty easy to find the value of x. So we're going to subtract 1 from both sides of the equation, giving us 3 to the power of x equals 81. And now we can write 81 as 3 to the power of 4. And there is another rule which states that if a raised to the power m is the same thing as a raised to the power n, then m is equals to n. So using this rule, we can state that x is equals to 4, which is exactly what we had to find in the start. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you're walking away with a little bit more knowledge about exponents and how to solve this problem. So thanks for watching, and be sure to watch our other videos and like and subscribe.